This time on Impavidus, we get buzzed by a light aircraft.
Over there.
We head up the River Arun. We take a road trip and do, well, touristy things in Pisa. Then we make our way down to the island of Elba, and yes, we run into another festival. From the lovely anchorage we showed you at La Spezia last time, we headed south towards Pisa, and actually up the River Arun with its incredibly shallow entrance to a small marina. With just 2 meters of water in the river entrance, it was quite tricky, and we decided to go in anyway. The river has a tendency to silt up at the mouth or entrance in the summer months, but we managed to get up there without scraping the bottom and get into the marina. It wasn't exactly a marina, just a river mooring. It was quite expensive.
If you can see him, but this guy here has just flown between the 2 masts of the aircraft over there. I don't know if it's some kind of spotter aircraft or something, but literally below the tops of their masts. And there he is again, going down. All those dip net things. Not sure I'd want to eat anything out of this river.
The next day we jumped on a bus with the poochies and took a road trip.
Road trip. Yes.
From the bus station it was about a 2 kilometre walk through the town and over the river. It was a lovely day for a walk, but actually, had we thought about it, we probably could have bought the tenders up the river. The river at this point didn't appear to have very much flow at all, and it was actually quite shallow. As we walked through the town, we went past the botanical gardens.
No, it's a graveyard. It's botanical samples with their nameplates.
This is nice up there. It's got like a mosaic of pebbles, pebble dashing.
Now we arrived quite early in the morning, before 10 o'clock, around about 9:30 I think it was, but it was still very busy.
Interesting fact, the construction of the Leaning Tower of Pisa began in August 1173. The construction was interrupted several times by wars, debt, and whilst the engineers worked on solutions to correct the lean. It is now known that without these interruptions that allowed the soil to compress under the tower, it would certainly have toppled over. The Tower of Pisa is actually the church's bell tower, and this was eventually completed in the mid-1300s.
The height of the tower is 55.86 metres from the ground on the low side and 56.67 metres on the high side. The width of the walls at the base is 2.44 metres, or 8 feet. Its weight is estimated at 14,500 metric tonnes, that's 16,000 short tonnes. The tower has 296 or 194 steps to the 7th floor, depending on which side you go up. 2 fewer steps on the north, facing staircase. The tower actually reached a lean of 5.5 degrees, but this was corrected in 2001 and is now reduced the tilt to 3.97 degrees. It still looks a lot when you're looking up at it. Everything you see in these videos is free to view. You can walk around the whole facility without being charged a single penny. It's really good value. We spent, 3 or 4 hours there, at least. The history is brilliant and everything is explained in English, Italian and German.
It's a wolf.
Oh, they were raised by a wolf.
They were, yeah, Romulus and Remus were raised by wolves. So this is all on. It's all, yeah. You look at the above the buttresses, the distance between the top of the arch and the next course detail along here, it gets bigger.
Well, you can't go to Pisa without having a pizza, and they were huge. Very tasty, very reasonable, and we had a beer.
After leaving Pisa, we decided we were going to go south again to the beautiful island of Elba, and what a beautiful place it was.
Really pretty. The island of Elba, or Elba. Very pretty. Just looking for an anchorage over there, which is free. Yeah, very pretty. Right, we've got to do yachty things. So we're in the beautiful, beautiful island of Elba. Napoleon's place of imprisonment before he escaped. It's a lovely, lovely tranquil anchorage, as you can see. And actually, we were just sitting down to watch YouTube. As you can see there, there's fish feeding in the water. And the sun has just set over the mountains. And over in the port, there are ferries. There's 3 companies that run out of here that we can see. Blue and Navy, Moby, and one other, I can't remember. There may be more. But I just wanted to show you this. This is pollution from the port. This is the Mediterranean. This is the Mediterranean you'll be swimming in when you go on holiday. This is the Mediterranean that we'll be scuba diving in tomorrow when we check our prop, anodes and bow thruster. And these are the fish which are eating the pollution or skimming bits off it. These are the fish that people are going to be eating when they grow bigger.
We moved further around the island and went to another anchorage where the pollution was, well, non-existent. This was absolutely beautiful.
Oh lady, be quiet.
This part of the island had become a nature reserve, and the old tuna fishing station has now become a museum.
At one time this museum was a centre for tuna fishing. Some old iron. Crossley Brothers Limited, Manchester, on the Isle of Elba. Single cylinder steam engine. Don't forget your ball.
You can go through there.
The weather was due to change again and the wind come from the south, quite strong this time, so we returned back to the original anchorage, at which point we walked straight into another festival, a tall ship festival. I'll just leave this with you. Have a look at these beautiful boats and what's going on. Fantastic. We love this stuff.
Perhaps they're training ships. Recording.
I am. Not very well, this is Johnny. Window cleaners.
Leaving the port. Cindy's doing lines, coiling them, not righting them. It's a bit stormy. It was a bit stormy the last couple of days. She had 34 knots of wind or thereabouts in the marina, and there was some big breaking waves here. In fact, so big they were breaking over this wall here. David and Caroline now, just pootling out. Island of Elba, beautiful, absolutely lovely.
Now we're going to the other side.
We're going to the other side, yep. The wind's due to turn around from the north, and we're on the north, so what we actually want to do is go down to the south to Port Azero. Right, let's get on with it. So that's Club Med 2. I don't know if they're real masts or whether they actually have canvas on them. But it's absolutely dominating the waterfront there. And just in there, in there. When we got to Port Azero, it was absolutely gorgeous. Everything that people had told us about Elba, well, it was right. But we'll tell you more about that next time.